Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at scary locked doors that can never be opened. I'm sure we've all seen some scary doors in our lifetimes, but I guarantee they do not compare to these very mysterious doors in very odd locations. From hidden underground chambers to ginormous seed vaults governments are hiding from us. But first, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too? First off, we have Taj Mahal Hidden Chamber. The Taj Mahal, located in India, is one of the world's most famous and magnificent buildings. It was made all the way back in 1631 as a temple. Shah Jahan, who was an emperor, built it for his wife. But today it's a tourist attraction which attracts around 10 million people every single year. But there are some areas in the temple which are off limits to those 10 million tourists. And it's not just one small area, an entire story of this building is completely sealed off. The entrances are behind ginormous marble arches, and on the hidden level of this temple is 1089 secret rooms. There's also another hidden floor hiding another 22 massive rooms. However, these doors are hidden behind ancient Hindu paintings. These mysterious locked doors are not able to be unsealed by anyone. As far as we know, not even very high up people in India or Hinduism are allowed to go in. That's right, absolutely no one has been behind these two secret doors in the Taj Mahal. But what exactly are these secret doors hiding? Well, the less interesting theory is that these areas have not been built very well. Some think these areas were built very quickly and they were kind of rushed. This meant Shah Jahan, the guy who built this, didn't want anyone to see them, so he sealed them up. But seeing as this guy was one of the richest people on Earth back then, many people think that's not the case. He could have easily just made these rooms as good as all the other ones, so what are they really hiding? Well, one theory is it's actually hiding Shah Jahan's wife. His wife, named Mumtaz Mahal, could actually be behind these walls. Some say that Shah Jahan actually mummified his wife. He would have done this to try and immortalize her, however this would have been in violation of strict Islamic beliefs. Because it's located in India, many think that the Taj Mahal is a Hindu temple. However, it's actually a Muslim tomb, and Islam prohibits mummification. So maybe he sealed his mummified wife in there so he didn't face any punishments. Some even believe that her spirit may actually lurk around these secret entrances. Maybe behind these sealed doors is the spirit of Mumtaz Mahal. Next up is Chamber B. Chamber B is also known as Vault B. And much like the Taj Mahal, it's also located in India. However, instead of in a tomb, this one is actually based in a Hindu temple. This mysterious door is located inside the Padmanabh Haswami temple. This was built all the way back in the 6th century to the Hindu god Vishnu. And ever since 1729, it's been filled with very expensive treasures. For centuries, it was owned by the Travancore royal family. But in 2011 it was taken from them, so they were accused of mismanaging the temple. So instead, an independent committee took over the temple, and when they went in, they found 6 sealed vaults. They tried to get in, but they weren't just sealed with a regular lock. Instead, these 6 vaults were sealed by iron doors and are nearly impossible to get into. Eventually, they did manage to open 5 of the doors, but one remains sealed to this day. This door is now known as Chamber B. The weirdest thing about Chamber B is it's not in any of the temple's records. The other doors and everything else in the temple was, but not Chamber B. Some say that Chamber B is linked to the ocean floor. It's claimed that by opening it, it would cause a ginormous flood like no one's ever seen before. Others say that the Travancore royal family sealed this door with a spell. People claim this door's kind of like Pandora's box, and if it was ever opened using a spell, then terrible things would occur. Every year, the committee who owns the temple has tried to open Chamber B. However, everyone who's tried to open it has fallen inexplicably ill. Most recently, Sundar Rajan, who tried to open the door, passed away mysteriously. So, could this door really be holding some dark and mysterious powers? Or is there a more normal explanation for this door that cannot be opened? Next up is the Great Sphinx of Giza Hall of Records. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Great Sphinx of Giza. It's one of the most famous places in Egypt and is one of the 7 wonders of the world. The Great Sphinx was said to be carved from one single giant piece of limestone. But this ginormous statue apparently holds one of the most mysterious locked doors in the world. I'm sure we've all heard many theories about ancient Egypt, from the Great Sphinx to the pyramids. That's because in some ways, the ancient Egyptians had more knowledge than we do today. For example, historians and scientists and architects always debate how they made the pyramids. But apparently the answer to this question is hidden in the Sphinx of Giza. Inside the Sphinx of Giza is said to be a locked, mysterious door. This is the door which locks the Hall of Records. This is where all of the ancient knowledge of Egypt is believed to be held. So if this library is beneath the Great Sphinx, why don't we just go down there and check it out? Well, believe it or not, archaeologists have tried for a long time, but so far the Egyptian government has not allowed anyone to excavate or explore these caverns. So do you think maybe the Egyptian government have gone down there and found out these secrets? Maybe they're hiding this, or maybe it's still hidden within the Great Sphinx. Some say the Hall of Records may not contain any secrets and this is simply lost knowledge. But I'd like to think that somebody wrote down exactly how they built the pyramids and all of the other mysteries of ancient Egypt. And if they did, I'm sure they're locked inside the Hall of Records in the Great Sphinx. I really hope that one day we can go down there and find out what's inside the Hall of Records. But until the Egyptian government allows that, it will remain a secret forever. Next up is BANFF Springs Hotel Room 873. This door may not hold ancient Egyptian secrets, but I can guarantee it's incredibly scary and mysterious. Have you ever heard of the BANFF Springs Hotel in Alberta, Canada? It's a very old and picturesque hotel that does look kind of scary. It kind of looks like a Game of Thrones castle, or maybe somewhere a horror movie would be set. But it is actually a regular hotel you can stay in. But one place you cannot stay is a room on the 8th floor. On the 8th floor, you may realize there is no room 873. Well, there is, but where the door to this room should be, there's just empty wall. Well, that's because this door's been sealed up, and if you knock on the wall, you can actually hear it's hollow inside. Well, the reason this door's sealed up is because of its terrifying past. Years ago, a married couple and their daughter checked into room 873. They were a very normal, happy family on holiday. But one night, in the room, the husband went insane. He then took the life of his wife, child, and then himself. After this terrible event occurred, the hotel's owners renovated the room and tried to move on. But anyone who slept in this room would be woken up by screams. Also, red handprints would appear all over the walls mysteriously. Some guests in the room were even thrown out of their beds. People theorized the room actually made the guy go insane all those years back and take his kid and wife's life. So to prevent this happening ever again and to prevent any other guests from getting scared by screams and red handprints, they sealed the door off. But I'd be really curious to know if I went to this hotel and paid them enough money if they'd open the room up for me. Comment below whether you guys would ever stay in room 873 if you were given the opportunity. Next up is SVALBARD Global Seed Vault. Now this vault looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. And to be honest, it's only really to be used if something out of a sci-fi movie came to life. That's right, this ginormous locked mysterious door actually helps us out if we ever have a world apocalypse. It's located on the Norwegian island of Spitsbergen. It's located in the middle of nowhere to be very protected and you have to cross oceans and snowy wastelands to get to it. Not only that, it's guarded by various countries 24/7. And it's also said this is one of the most reinforced doors of all time as it can withstand a nuclear blast. But you may be wondering, what are they protecting in there? Well, the answer is seeds. The reason why they have this is because if the world ended or a nuke went off, then many seeds and plants may go extinct. So that's why they have almost every seed in the world protected in this vault. Obviously, if the world's plants got wiped out, we wouldn't be able to survive for very long. Plants produce oxygen for us to breathe. And also we need seeds in order to grow crops to eat. I really hope we never need to use this seed vault in the event of global destruction, but if we do, it may just save the world. Next up is Mausoleum of the First Qin Emperor. In 1974, 5 brothers were digging a well in China. That was when they accidentally made one of history's greatest discoveries. They accidentally stumbled across one of the world's most mysterious locked doors. That is the Mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang, the first ever Qin Emperor. The brothers only found a small fragment of this area. Excavating it actually took absolutely years. And inside, researchers found over 7,000 statues of warriors and horses. These statues were built in order to protect the emperor's tomb. However, many say this tomb could have actually been cursed. That is because the 5 brothers who discovered this tomb regretted their find very quickly. They all began to feel very ill after the excavation. Not only that, they all became very poor and then later homeless. Eventually, they all got mysterious diseases and all passed away. That's why many people today say this tomb is cursed and should have never been unearthed. But the mysterious door still remains locked, as Qi Shi Huang's tomb has not been opened. However, many say in a few decades, this door may actually be opened by excavators. But who knows what terrible things could be waiting on the other side of this mysterious locked door. Next up is Ise Grand Shrine. This shrine is known as a Shinto shrine and it's very important in Japan. Only members of the Japanese imperial family are allowed to enter and no one else. This shrine is all about life being renewed, so every 20 years it's burnt down and rebuilt. The next time this shrine is burnt down will be in 2033. But until then, no one knows exactly what's going on in this shrine and it remains incredibly mysterious. The shrine is a tourist attraction and many people do hang around outside. But unless you happen to be a member of the Japanese imperial family, you're not going to be able to see inside. So guys, those were the most scary locked doors that can never be opened. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the scariest and most mysterious locked door on this list. If you guys want some more amazing videos, check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that coming up on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now, leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.